Hare Hare Krishna. Merry Christmas. No, we call it Merry Christmas. Hare Krishna. It was a wonderful program last night. Prasadam, Kirtan, and especially the children. They had wonderful time. Mathuranath Prabhu was the best MC for the kids. Yes. Okay, all the phones should be airplane mode or silence. That includes mine. Let me see, there's another one here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Yasodhanandana Yamuna Tira Jaya Radha Madhava Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Simate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Sejuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaisnavamscha Sirupam Sagrajatan Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabhadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabando Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visabhanusuti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivas Adi Ghora Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Where is the Bhagavatam? There is nothing like the book compared to the computer. When you touch the book, it's alive. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6. This is in the matter of prescribed duties for mankind. Chapter 18, Diti vows to kill King Indra. Text number 74. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashisha Yeto Nichanti Api Param Te Swarta Kusalasmita Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashisha Yeto Nichanti Api Param Te Swarta Kusalasmita Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashisha Yeto Nichanti Api Param Te Swarta Kusalasmita Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashisha Yeto Nichanti Api Param Te Swarta Kusalasmita Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana Nirashisha Yeto Nichanti Api Param Te Swarta Kusalasmita. Mataji. Okay, duet. Aradhanam Bhagavata Ihamana sa yeto nechanti api param Eswata kusalasmita Aradhana Bhagavata Vinamana Vyasisa Yeto nechanti param Eswata kusalasmita. Word for word meaning. Aradhanam, the worship, Bhagavata, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ihamana, being interested in, Nirashisa, without material desires, Yea, those who do indeed na ichanti, do not desire, api, even param, liberation, they, swaartha, in their own interest, kushala, expert, shmita, are considered. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Although those who are interested only in worshiping the Supreme Personality of Godhead do not desire anything material from the Lord and do not even want liberation, Lord Krishna fulfills all their desires. Everybody, please repeat. All the purport. When Dhruva Maharaj saw Lord Vishnu, he declined to take any benedictions from him, for he was fully satisfied by seeing the Lord. Nonetheless, the Lord is so kind that because Dhruva Maharaj in the beginning had desired a kingdom greater than his father's, he was promoted to Dhruvaloka, the best planet in the universe. Therefore, in the Shastra, it is said, Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udharati tibrena bhakti yogena yajita purusham param. A person who has broader intelligence, whether he is full of material desires, free from material desires, or desiring liberation, must by all means worship the Supreme Whole, the Personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 3, Text 10. One should engage in full devotional service. Then, even though he has no desires, whatever desires he previously had can all be fulfilled simply by worship of the Lord. The actual devotee does not desire even liberation. Anyabilasita sunyam. The Lord, however, fulfills the desire of the devotee by awarding him opulence that will never be destroyed. A karmi's opulence is destroyed, but the opulence of a devotee is never destroyed. A devotee becomes more and more opulent as he increases his devotional service to the Lord. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purport on the 6th canto, chapter 18, text 74 of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Diti vows to kill King Indra. Aradhanam Bhagavata ihamana nirashisha ye tu nichanti api param tesvarta kushala smita. This is part of the Srimad Bhagavatam where the main intention is to damage a personality. Diti, as the title entails, vows to kill King Indra. Why is it that Diti vowed to kill King Indra? Anybody knows?
Because he took away everything.
Huh?
Because the son of David took away everything.
Who are the sons? Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Actually, she was thinking that to protect the position of King Indra, it was the main reason why Lord Nrsimhadev killed Hiranyakashipu. And even before that, Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha. So Diti, this is the natural sentiment or emotion or feelings of the mother. This is the most painful actually, to see the children passed away or live their body before the parents. Only the mothers can tell us this. For the men, we cannot. I mean, even the father, it is still painful, but for the mother, because the children stayed 9 months within the womb of the mother, and then after that, 3 years under her arms. So much more the emotions, the feelings of separation of the mother towards the children who passed away before they do passed away. So Diti was told by, who is the husband? Kashyapa Muni, because she wanted to avenge by taking this vow to kill King Indra. That tit for tat, it's called tit for tat. That means whatever you've done to me, then I will return it even more severe. You inflicted pain to me, then that pain is not enough. You should be killed. If I inflict pain to you, that is not enough. And that is the most painful part, death. So Kashyapa Muni told Diti how to do this by performing austerity, by performing certain vow, sankalpa, certain process, whereby if she followed perfectly, then she'll be able to kill King Indra. So King Indra is the king of the demigods and the heavenly planets, but he is always into trouble, put himself into trouble most of the times. We've heard that story of lifting of Govardhan Hill. King Indra was involved there, right? To pulverize his false ego. Lord Krishna, even though as a young boy, proved that you may be the king of the demigods, but you have no power compared to the Brajabasis because of their love towards me. I want to protect them. So many places, King Prithu also, he wanted to perform what? Hundreds horse sacrifices. And King Indra, he wanted to protect again his post, his position. So he even disguised as a sannyasi because Brahmanas, when they come to a king or a Kshatriya, they can ask for a boon or benediction. And he asked for this last horse. He already performed 99 horse sacrifices, King Prithu. And then he had to give also the last horse to King Indra. And that's why also King Indra is very lusty. Hare Krishna. It's full of lust, lusty desires. That's why his body is not like our body. Hare Krishna. I don't want to mention what kind of body does he have. But nevertheless, is a post. Indra is a post.
Recording in progress.
That means all the demigods, how many of them? 33? 33 million demigods. They are the administrators of the universe. Hmm? And we only have what? Four-headed Lord Brahma. In some other universes, they have 10,000 heads Lord Brahma, 100,000 heads Lord Brahma. That means their universe is quite huge. That means there are more demigods there. Hmm? So in each and every universe, there's one King Indra, one Lord Brahma, one Lord Shiva. But there's only one also Lord Vishnu. Hmm. So now, King Indra was watching Diti, how she is performing this tapasya or vow. But there was a glitch. It was a glitch. Was a glitch. Yeah, it's like in computer, computer glitch, something like you missed something that mistakenly done. One point. So King Indra, somehow or other, he went inside the womb of Diti and he cut that one embryo into 7 pieces. And then another 7 pieces. Those 7 pieces, he cut them all one by one, another 7 pieces. So who's good in math? 7 times 7? 49. That's my favorite subject. I remember. So he thought they were all killed. But no. Because of the purity, of Diti and her great austerity, that Lord Vishnu protected all of those, you may say, personalities now, and they're called the Maruts. So instead of those one embryo became 49 personalities, they became brothers of Indra. So again, the intention was heinous, but then the effect became favorable towards King Indra. That means all of them become purified. So anyone who comes to Krishna consciousness, it says in the Bhagavad Gita, there are 4 types of personalities who comes to Krishna consciousness. One who is in despair, one who is in difficulty, like looking for an answer how to mitigate one's material miseries and suffering, especially if one is in debt, in need of mula, in need of pesos. One can approach Krishna also. Yeah. One who's in distress, like completely almost helpless, nowhere else to go, to mitigate this suffering, one can approach Lord Krishna also. Or one who is inquisitive, one who wants to find out, let me know what's going on here. Let me see what's in it for me here. And then there is one who is a genuine seeker of knowledge. Of all those 4, the one who is genuine seeker of knowledge is the best. So now, when one performs bhakti, sometimes the opulence, see, most of us, we came to Krishna consciousness, zero balance materially, maybe negative also. Negative balance. Yeah? So when one started to practice, even in just the beginning, neophyte can be also receive these benefits that may misguide, because this is what it's like when we chant the holy name of the Lord. The holy name of the Lord is like kalpabhiksha tree. It fulfills everyone's desire. So one may have material desires, and it also may become fulfilled. That one start to accumulate some wealth or position or fame. And one may become intoxicated, thinking that this is the main result of my performing bhakti. So let me perform more bhakti so that more and more opulences will also come towards me. Is that the root cause of, like, when we do bhakti, that the result that we are expecting to have? Of course not. Of course not. But this is the, what do you call this? Fringe benefit. It's like when you go work in a company, there's a fringe benefit. Uh, you get insurance, health insurance. You get bonus. But that is not. You have a main salary. That's what you're looking for. Am I correct, Kandarpa? Yes. So those extra, you don't care that much, but it's good to have. So you may be thinking, oh, let me work more so I can get more of those. No, you want to work more so you get a raise. Salary, that is your, or you want to be promoted. Maybe become assistant manager or something. So in bhakti, fulfills everyone's desires. That's what it says here. Other, you have full of material desires. Who doesn't have any material desires? Can you raise your hand, please? I will raise my hand. As long as we have this body, Bhagavatam says material body means sense enjoyment. But human form of life is meant for self-realization. Saying two things, right? Human body means sense enjoyment because this is the result of my previous karma, previous desires to fulfill the enjoyment of the sense objects with my senses. So that's why we have all different bodies, material bodies. Spiritually, we're all equal. But materially, one is rich, one is poor, one is handsome, one is ugly, one is cultured, one is uncultured, one is educated, one is illiterate because of the result from previous karma, previous lifetimes, the desires that we acquired. So, as long as we have this body, material desires will be there. So, that's why we perform bhakti to cleanse our heart so that no more desires will be there to implicate us more and more in the future life to attain different species of life materially. So when we die, we still have to take birth, either material birth or spiritual birth. So either one as full of material desires or free from material desires. Now that is very, very difficult to have free from material desires. Even the Mayavadis, they don't have material desires if they attain. But they have one desire to attain liberation, liberation to merge into the effulgence. The impersonalists, the Mayavadis, this is their goal. They still have, that is still considered to be material, that desire to merge into, but they are considered to be also Mahatmas. Prabhupada says in the Bhagavad Gita, there are two types of Mahatmas. Great soul, because they're aspiring to understand the absolute. But the other one, the Mayavadis or the impersonalists, their goal is to merge into the effulgence, the light coming from the transcendental form of the Supreme Absolute Truth. Unlike the pure devotees of the Lord, they don't have any more material desires. Whatever desires they have is only to please Krishna. And that is superior. Another Mahatma. It's like in India, we have Mahatma Gandhi. Yeah. But that's not the meaning of Mahatma or great soul. Ultimately, Mahatma means a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord. And they're very rare. Very rare. Extremely rare. You don't find them along the streets of Alaminos every day. You go to the marketplace, you don't see them. Very rare. So Dhruva Maharaj, he has a material desire in the beginning. And his material desire is to have a kingdom. Better, even better than his father. He wants to show that even though, he's only a 5-year-old boy, but because of his having this Satriya bhav, proud. Even a 5-year-old boy, sometimes they're playing, you can see. One is overpowering the other. So he had this desire, and so he was crying because he was asked by his stepmother, you cannot sit on the lap of the king. First, you must be born from my womb, and then you can. he can take that post to sit on the lap of the king. So he went home crying, and his mother asked, "Why are you crying?" And because I was told not to sit on the lap of my father. So what shall I do? So he was told by the mother, "I know who can solve your problem, Lord Narayan." And then Ruba asked, "Where can I find him?" "Oh, I've heard from the sages that you can find him in the forest." So, okay, I will go. Look for him, search for him, so that I'll be able to avenge that humiliation that I had. Uh, so along the way, he met Narad Muni. And Narad Muni is a very special personality. He knows past, present, and future, and he comes at the right time, right place, for the right cause. So he asked him, "You're a young boy. What are you doing here? Don't you know that it's very dangerous here? Go back, go back. This is not good for you. This is not proper. Why are you here anyway?" "Well, I'm looking for Lord Narayan because he's the only one who can help me solve my problem." He says, "No, no, no, no. You go back. Um, you're still a young boy. It's dangerous for you here." And then Dhruva Maharaj says, "Well, if you cannot help me, move out of my way. I'll go. I'll go." So he was being tested by Narad Muni. And Narad says, "Oh, this boy is very determined to see the Lord. We should have that determination also to see the Lord, that we should be ready to do anything and everything, whatever it may cost. It may cost even our life, our very being. We can forsake our family if they're not favorable. But usually we have to get permission from them as well. Their blessings. So what happened is that, okay, you are very determined. I'm going to give you this mantra. What's the mantra? Yes, that is the previous age. It's almost time. I put the alarm so that it is a very interesting topic. We're just touching I have to give you the background first. Okay, so he attained because he took that vow. It's like he's not eating. Um, he's only eating even the fruits that the monkeys are not eating. Every other day, after some time, drinking water, he forget that also drinking water, or he will be breathing in and out of air certain times. So he became so powerful that Lord Narayan came and then asked, "Is there any boon I can give you?" Now his desire was changed. He says, "Before I was looking for broken glasses, and now I found diamond. I don't want any more material desires. Now I had darshan of you. This is more than enough for me." He says, "No, no, no, no. I have to give you a boon." And ultimately, so this was in the purport that a devotee may have material desires before, then he became purified by executing a bhakti, and still the Lord will fulfill the material desires that the main intention was from the devotee. Even though he doesn't want any more material desires, he comes to the platform of pure bhakti. Anyabilasita sunya, jnana karmadi anabritam. No more desire, even for liberation. So Dhruva Maharaj was given Dhruva Loka. Now Dhruva Loka is a very special planet that in the material world, everything will be annihilated at the time of dissolution, but Dhruva Loka will remain as it is. It's like the spiritual world within the material world. Vrindavan will be unmanifest and then manifest again. But Dhruva Loka is not unmanifest and manifest. It's always there. So how special, unique that planet of Dhruva Maharaj. So again, now come to our, there are many opulences that the devotee will acquire, but it will never be destroyed. Material opulences like temporary wealth, chanchala. Wealth, material wealth means chanchala. This is Lakshmi. It doesn't stay in one's hand. Keep moving. It's like yesterday I was reading, there's this one CEO of Department of Public Highways, the one who was involved in that ghost flood control. Are you following what's going on in the Philippines? Yeah. So she returned with, well, how many? 15 million pesos. First, it was in her hand. Now that went back. We don't know whether she's going to be punished by giving back that money that doesn't belong to her in the first place anyway. So, yes, material wealth, temporary. Material position, temporary. Material beauty, we're all going to get old. Unless you're, like movie star, you have, Botox being, adjusted all the time with the makeup and Tina. Yeah. So, but still it's temporary. Jara, old age, because time I am the destroyer of everything. Everything, all the material benefits that one received is temporary. You will not be able to, we'll not be able to bring them at the time of death towards next life. The pharaohs in the pyramid, they had this idea that whatever we had will carry them next life. That's why when they discovered the pyramid, it's considered to be a tomb. They're still there. What the devotees carries with them are actually their pious credits that results from performing bhakti. As Prabhupada says, if one finished 1% in executing bhakti in this lifetime, next lifetime he'll start with 2%. Nihibra kramana suste prajabayo nabijate swalpam api asya dharmasya trayate mahato bayat. There is no loss or diminution in the execution of one's bhakti. It is eternally credited. Prabhupada says, Krishna makes an account of everything that we do. Every little thing that one perform to please Krishna, Krishna is eternally obligated to reciprocate. To reciprocate. Provided also that it is done with love and devotion, wholeheartedly, and without any self-interest. If we surrender 10% to Krishna, don't expect 90% protection. It's like, in the bank, you put some money, maybe you get a little bit of interest, yeah. but what? 6%? No, 3% at the utmost. No. Krishna, yayatamam prapajyante tam sataiva bhajamyam. As we surrender unto him, he will reward us accordingly. So now, the question is that how we chant the holy name of the Lord also. Uh, Everything it is based actually in how we chant the holy name. What we do the whole day reflects on from our chanting of the holy name of the Lord early in the morning. That's what it is. How, when we get up early in the morning, what is our consciousness? How we chant in the morning reflects our relationship also with other devotees. What we're thinking of the whole day also reflects from the early day in the morning, early part in the morning. That's why it's called Mangala, auspiciousness. When we do kirtan, it reflects also how we chant the japa. And these are all like eternally like credited to the devotee. So we want good credit. We don't want bad credit. We can have a bad credit and a good credit. A bad credit, leave them behind. So we have to be a little bit more introspective here. We can still try to analyze ourselves. What are these anarthas? What are these unwanted desires or unnecessary desires that I have to give up? Hmm? What are the things that I should leave behind? What are the things that needs to be taken out so that I can smoothly go and as quicker as possible towards lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Because Krishna, I was just reading, he will fulfill the material desires of the devotee. But if the devotee repeatedly desire for material things, then Krishna will stop. He will stop it. If he knew that this will be an impediment for you to make progress, he will end it. But if those material desires that was fulfilled before, you use it properly for Krishna's service, he will give you more and more and more. See the difference now? Yeah? Oh, we may have material desires, okay, it's been fulfilled. But then your thought was, well, let me use this for Krishna, for Krishna's pleasure, or for the devotee's benefit. Then it is not material desires anymore. It is spiritual desire, that's why the opulence increasing more and more and more. Prabhupada says in the purport, a devotee becomes more and more opulent as he increases his devotional service to the Lord, because he knows how to utilize those in Krishna's service. So unlimited. That's why he knows, like Prabhupada. He came only with 40 rupees to America. He ended up with what? Crores and crores. Millions and millions. Actually, you know who is the wealthiest in the world? The devotees. Because they have Krishna. No amount of money can be equal to the opulence of the devotee. The Goswamis, they may be living under a tree every night, each night, different tree, but they are the most opulent. Brindavan, seemingly like rural area, agrarian, yeah, only cows and grains, but they're the most opulent. Why? Because they have Krishna. Hmm. So there is no shortage. Prabhupada says, Krishna is not a poor man. So our wealth actually is that when we perform bhakti and desire only for Krishna's pleasure and the devotees' pleasure, then unlimited opulence will be there. And it cannot be taken at the time of death. We carry this next life. We carry this next life. So we have to somehow come to that platform someday, hopefully, um, sooner to come to that platform and be able to utilize. Prabhupada in the early stage, in early days, every cent he will write down in his diary. 50 cents bought some boga for the bus fare. Hmm. Isn't it amazing? You've seen that. You've seen that diary in Prabhupada wrote in the early days when he came to America. So yes, the opulence that one derives from performing spiritual activities in bhakti is eternal. The benefit, material opulence, temporary. It comes and go. So we're very, very fortunate somehow or other. We've come to Krishna consciousness and we just have to preserve. Yes, this is what Krishna says. I provide what you lack and I preserve what you have. This is Krishna consciousness. Okay, so I stop here. Is there any points, any more question on this subject that we just discussed today? Yes, Kavi Karnapur Prabhu.
Yes, Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Thank you very much for your lecture. I have two questions.
One by one.
One by one. Yes, Maharaj. The first one is talking about Indra, King Indra. We can see that even though Indra is in a very high elevated position, because again and again, Krishna or Vishnu always coming to his uh, to help him whenever you have difficulties. Why is it that it's always threatening? You always feel threatened when you see someone.
This is the story of all the conditioned souls in the material world. We are like that. Even the birds, they feel threatened. That's why they look here and there. Out of being in the bodily platform, we are in fear. Fear comes from identifying this body as the self. A devotee is fearless. He doesn't have any worry. His worry is only how I can serve more. But for himself, he doesn't have worry. For his relatives, he doesn't have worry. They will be taken care of. For my children, I don't have so much worry. As long as I become Krishna conscious, Krishna will also protect them. Even though they're very innocent, they're young. It's a mistaken that I'm the one who's protecting my children. No, you're not. You're not. That can come anytime. How can you protect them from that? First, save ourselves. So, misidentification that the body is a self is the root cause of all miseries and sufferings in this world. And that goes on extended wise to your family members. It takes a lot of maturity to understand this. You want to make them happy materially? No. You make them Krishna conscious as much as you can. Indra is in the bodily concept of life to show us an example. Don't be like that. See, by teaching the wrong example, we will be able to correct ourselves. The material world is a learning ground for us to understand that this is not the place to be eternally. The material world is not a place for a gentleman. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, it was created because the conditioned souls desired to have the material world. It's not Krishna's desire for us to be here. We wanted to be here. So Indra having a big post, but then he's not really realizing. He always commit mistakes. And this is forgetfulness. Prabhupada says the only difference between Krishna and us is that we are forgetful. And Krishna never forgetful. We had a dream last night. After a few minutes of waking up, you forget everything. It's only like, few minutes. Yeah. So things that Bhagavatam makes it in such a way for us to learn the stories in the Bhagavatam. Some are really exemplary that we should follow, but some are not so exemplary that we should not follow. For us to learn. See, reading Bhagavatam is not the same as studying Bhagavatam. There are some professors, they know Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, inside and out, but they don't practice, they don't study it. So when we study these different personalities in the Srimad Bhagavatam, we become inspired. Yeah, like King Indra. He's not a bad boy. No, he's not. No. He was just put into that situation for us to see. Like Arjuna was put into forgetfulness. Arjuna repeatedly hearing this Bhagavad Gita again and again. But why is it that, again, it was discussed 5,000 years ago? So we have to learn from the mistakes of others, but mostly we should learn from our own mistakes. And that's the most difficult part. Learning from our own mistakes. But when you become mature, then you understand. And King Indra, they're pure enough to be in that post. Yes. Number 2?
Yes, brother. Thank you very much. Marriage, second one, just like you were talking, throwing more light on the story of Dhruva Maharaj, which is determination. It's a very good example for us because Chaitanya Prabhu showed in Jagannath Puri, again and again, we go to Gadadhar Pandit to listen to this particular story of Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj to show the importance. And so for us to attain perfection, we know that we need determination. But again and again, we see that our determination is like
roller coaster.
Yeah, sometimes you're just down, struggling, trying to chant your rounds, struggling to even open the Shima Bhagavatam to study. And sometimes you come to realization, you start chanting. So how to maintain steady determination?
Well, you should take an internal vow. That's one of them, an internal vow. that you want to get out of this material world. So I'll do anything and everything at any cost to achieve that. And first and foremost is to have a very strong, strict morning program. This is non-negotiable. Even if you are up late at night, get up. It's not an excuse. I'm sorry. Nope. For some devotees, they get up. We sleep late or early, but still we get up the same time next day. You are determined to go back home, back together, so you must be ready to pay the price. As Rupa Goswami says, this lolyam, greed, and you must be ready to pay the price at any cost just to attain it. But if you are having a very shallow determination also comes foremost with association of devotees. Those who are more advanced than you are and who are exemplary, who are inspirational, that you want to be like them, you want to follow in their footsteps, because you can see that they're very jolly. The way they relate with other devotees are personal. They're not snub. You know what is a snub? Some devotees, they don't even look at the others. They're snub. No, especially those who needs care. They're the ones who should be we giving our attention. So there are different ways. And study Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Always be ready to serve the Vaishnavas at any cost. So these are like it's like a template that if we just keep doing this, then our determination that will come. It will come. Again, it's just a matter of being mature in bhakti. That hey, I'm gonna go all the way through. No one can stop me. No, I may fail, okay, but I may slip, but let me keep going. I've seen that video, like like a marathon. So she slipped. So she was like fell behind. But she was determined to win. It was like all of the runners, they just like way too far. And she still, she stood up. And she kept running and running, and eventually she won the race. Determination. There is this one athlete. Oh, he got this legs really like painful, but at least he wants to finish. So there is this another runner, and he sacrificed himself to also be ahead. So he helped him to cross the finish line. We should be like that kind of devotee also. A devotee like that runner. We should be ready to help. Unless they are very blasphemous, unless they are like, full of always criticizing, you better keep your distance. But at least also try to help a certain way. There are others who are like very difficult to encourage. So you have to leave them behind. Otherwise, you'll fall behind also. But you must be determined also to help them at any cost. After some time, let them learn their lesson.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah. Experience sometimes, even though it hurts, it teaches more the devotee to be determined. But someone should be always mindful of reminding them. This is the duty of those who are more advanced. Yeah. The devotee doesn't take grudges because he's determined to help others as well. If he keeps grudges, then that means it's a heavy heart. You will not go back to Godhead also. You should be free, light, no extra luggage. Yeah. When you go back to Godhead, it's like that's it. You should carry as many with you as much as possible. Because you're determined, then you're helping others also. But if your determination is weak, then how can you help others? And it's not possible. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, Raghunath Prabhu.
I'm just thinking more about when the higher planets, still higher planets, still going on the discussion about Krishna,
Yeah.
Bhagavatam, like that.
Krishna is the most famous.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. There in the heavenly planet, where Indra have this personal thing that still take place, or Lord have this discussion.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it says that the Bhagavatam, the major part of the Bhagavatam, Bhagavat Purana means the history of the ancient Purana world. So part of the Bhagavatam, major part of the Bhagavatam are up there in the heavenly planets. Yeah. So 5,000 years ago, the demigods were here. They were watching Krishna and Balaram. Krishna. They can travel here and there. So when they see Krishna, they will go up, they'll talk with each other. Lord Brahma, he was like, kind of surprised. What is this commotion? What's going on? So he figured out, oh, who is this boy? They're always, watching. So he tested Lord Krishna. How far is his strength? How far is his opulence? He's just a young boy. Okay, let me test him. And Lord Brahma is up there in his Brahma Loka. So even even when Srila Prabhupada was chanting in the Conway Hall in London, he says, "Didn't you see? Narad Muni is here." But the devotees are kind of, what? Where? The demigods are here. They're listening to Prabhupada because they advertise and practically not many came. So they were telling Prabhupada, we're sorry, not many came. No, didn't you see Narad Muni? So Prabhupada can say. So they're talking about Prabhupada and the devotees. Prabhupada says, these demigods, they are lining in queue to take birth within ISKCON. So we don't know these kids. And the future, the grandchildren of your grandchildren, They're going to be so powerful. We're not here anymore. 50 years from now, we're all gone. Maybe even less than that. But the future, they'll be so powerful. Because Kali Yuga gets more and more intense, more degraded. You need more Shakti. Now we need Shakti. But later on, you need more Shakti to go against the flow of Kali Yuga. So the grandchildren of their grandchildren, your grandchildren's grandchildren, they're gonna be so powerful. But how is that gonna happen? Now you have to start. If you're not Krishna conscious, it's difficult to actually, even if you're not Krishna conscious, to make your child Krishna conscious, you become Krishna conscious. And their children's children, their children's children, they will follow in your footsteps. Then Kali Yuga will not be able to penetrate to them. It will save them. Maya cannot penetrate. No. They'll be so powerful. So who knows? Maybe King Indra will take birth next, after your grandchildren. Continue the Leela. The Leela of King Indra. Okay? All right. Any other question from the Mataji's side? That's it for now? Okay. Hare Krishnas. Srila Prabhupada ki. Itoy go Sitana Premanande. Hari Om Tat Sat. Dhanyavad. Hari Hari.